Hey guys, welcome to another YouTube video. Um, this video is on a new game I've recently found called MFL, um, like web game type thing. Basically, it's like a football manager game slash so rare sort of game. If you're into trading and football and management games, etc., this game's really good. Yeah, so I thought I'd show you the basics, show you how I started and yeah, go from there. Basically, MFL is stands for Meta Football League, Metaverse Football League, um, and basically it's a trading management game. Basically, so when you start, obviously you join MFL. You can play it in multiple different ways. You can play as a manager that obviously has you buy a club, um, and you loan or buy players with real money. Um, or loan players for free or percentage revenue. I'll get into that in a minute. And play managing a team. Or you can choose not to buy a club, which, as you can see on my screen, is $80 for a club license. And you can become like an agent. So you instead of putting $80 in to buy a club, you can just do what I done at the start, and that is basically just buy players um, that you loan to other people and make um, M coins or whatever you want to call the currency. Um, you make that from loaning out players. So let me give you an example. Rather than I personally, you can buy a club. So that's here, and you get a club license. Now this gives you like a club license. It's just a plain club in Spark League from a random nation, random country, region, at random. And basically, once you get your club, you will end up with like I bought this one secondary market, which I'll explain again in a minute. But you end up with your club, which you can call your like name it yourself, pick your own colours, your team name, etc., etc. And you get put into a Sparks League. Now, when you have a club and you buy a club license, you don't have any players. It's just a plain club, as far as I gather. Um, and then you basically you go to the market down here and you buy players. Like you can buy players that are all different amounts. Um, they're as low as you can get them as low as like $2, as low as $1. It goes up in $1 increments. So you buy $2, and each player has like generated an age. They're all like generated cards. So it has an age. It has stats down here like pace, shooting, passing, dribbling, defending, physical. And they come into the game in the way of packs where people buy packs. But the players, what I like about it is the players progress and develop like they do in Football Manager. So they come in at anything from 16 upwards, and they usually retire 32 onwards. That's the number I'm sure it's 30, age 32 and onwards. If I'm wrong, I apologise. I'm pretty sure it's 32 and upwards. But you get notified at 30 if they're going to retire. You get like 2 seasons notice majority of the time. But they can, when they come into a game, they can progress. So if I try and find a player that's obviously higher rated, because these are all low ones. If I go to like the higher rated, they're really expensive. But if I go to like the real high rated cards, these cards have progressed. Like he's 27, but you can see by this he's progressed from 90 to 97 or whatever. But some of these they progress much more like aggressively, if that makes sense. So they've gone up quite substantially. You have to find ones where, like this one here, this lad here come in at like what 81. He's progressed up through the seasons, which each season 6 weeks long, and the players progress up through with their age. If you get a youngster, they can progress up. Some of them progress like quite like here. This one here coming at like a 76, and he's each year he's got experience in playing matches, and he's now like an 84. So essentially, you come here and you can buy players for whatever price you're happy to pay, like $2. Some of them are better, but you go through and you find like strikers, centre backs, midfielders, and you make a team. Which, if I show you my tactics on my team, yeah, so you buy players for your tactic. Like Football Manager, you can pick any tactic you like. You put players in to play games. You get one game every day. So every day I've got, unless you've got cup games, you get league games and you get cup games. I'm currently in Ice League 65. Currently sitting fourth. But these are the games I have every day. So you have one game every day. And depending where you finish in the league, you win currency. So in the Ice League, as you can see by the pay table, you get, even if you come last, you get 2,050 M coins, MFL coins. And if you come first, you get 5,000 coins. Now, with these coins, you may ask what you do with the coins. When you get the coins, you can then go to the store and buy packs with coins. So you get starter coins which have one player in it. You can get limited player card packs. You can get uncommon, rare, and then obviously legendary. And you get them just for finishing in the league. Now, if you want to play as an agent, you can literally buy these players. So these players on the market. So let's just say, as an agent, you want to go lowest price, and we'll just say you want to get someone that is like a limited card. So it's like a reasonable rating. So these $4 cards, you can get these $4 cards, then you can loan them to people using the loan market in the scouting centre. And when you loan people, like for example, these players here, they pick what league they want to play in. But like, for example, this person here, he's happy, this person who owns this card is happy to loan him to you. But he wants Iron League or above, but he gets 10% revenue share and plus 8% more if you don't play 20 matches with him. So 10%, so that means if you win this league, with his player loaned in on your team, and you win the league I'm currently in, and you get the 5,000 M currency for the MFL currency. So let's just say I win this league, I get 5,000. He will receive 500 from my earnings. So if you have multiple players you've bought and you loan them all out to clubs, and these clubs get these winnings, which you get winnings every season. If we come last in this league, he would get 200 M currency. So you can play as an agent where you just buy players and loan them out, and get your M currency from revenue shares, or you can buy players and build a team, and try and get promoted through the leagues. There is more than just Ice League. There is currently Ice, Stone, Iron, Bronze, Silver, Gold, Platinum, and Diamond. And as you can see, as you go up the leagues, the rewards, like Bronze for example, the rewards are 46,000 and 18,000. And if you go up even higher and you reach the top, which is a difficult one, but you get like 1 million or 345,000 if you get relegated. But obviously, going up them leagues is very hard. Next season starts on the 22nd. There's a Sparks League that's coming to so rare, not so rare. MFL. There's a Sparks division coming in, which is one below this Ice League. Now, you can either, there's multiple ways of doing it. You can either buy a club from here for $80, and join, and you get a random club percentage, or you can go to the secondary market, and you can do what I done to start with, and get a secondary club. So a Sparks League club, you can buy a secondary one for $80, which, yes, it's the same, it's already established, but you can go to Ice and get Ice ones, $79. So you can get one that's already established for a bit cheaper. Sometimes they come on cheaper, and you can obviously progress from there. I bought this club. I bought it for $99. But the thing with this club is I bought it for $99, but it was already in fourth when I bought the club. And even though the squad, I don't own these players. These belong to other people. as you can see, they all belong. Snoff is the person I bought it off, the club off, but they're still his players because you just buy just the club, you don't get the players. So at the end of this, you get to keep the team and keep his players till the end of the season. Then they'll return back to their agents, and my club will be empty, and then I have to go and loan players or buy players to fill up my team. But as you can see, like this person here, he has a 2.5% revenue share. So whatever I earn this season, he gets 2.5%. He gets 2.5%. So this person here is going to get 2.5% of whatever I get this season. And same for this one. Now you can give away a lot, get better players, or you can give away a little bit and get not so good players. But you can either play as a manager or you can play as an agent. So I personally prefer playing as a manager because I just enjoy the game. Now you can either buy the club. Me personally, I bought this club for $100 to get my team just so I could play, and then I put in $10 to do trading because I like trading on like FIFA Ultimate Team, So Rare, all things like that. I like games where you can trade like and make profit. That's personally what I like to do. So I basically bought it and then went to the market, and I basically the way I do it is I put maximum price like $5, and then I go to like lowest price first, and I look for cards like these that come on cheap. So when they come on like this, all these $2 cards, which there's a lot. So, and no, wrong one, new listed. So when they come on here, new listed, I look. So when I click refresh, they come on. I think, oh, right, 49 rated striker, $3. C profile, 23. It's not a bad age. I find what the lowest price is. You can use my MFL assistant, which I'll put in the description below. You can click here for pricing, and then for example, this person here, 49 rated striker, and he's 23. So you can go 49 rated striker, 23. And if you search it, it shows you what all the previous sales have been. And if you click here, this button here at the top, marketplace, it'll open up a new tab. But it will show you all the players that come in that criteria. Now, if you go lowest price first, 49 rated strikers at his age, the lowest one on the market is him at $3. Now he's $3. You can probably buy him for free, list him for $4, and sell him and make $1. Now that would work. That's definitely a trading method you could use. That's what I've been doing. And just to show the players that I've bought, sold, they come in your inbox. All these players here I've bought and sold. So like this bloke here, I've sold him for $5. Now I bought him for cheaper than $5. I bought him for $3. So I bought him for $3, sold him for $5. So I've made minus tax about $1.90 on that one card. And I just carried on going on doing it. And then you can use the money you make from that. Like I sold this person for $5. Again, I bought him for $1, so I made $4 on that card. $3.70, something like that. But I've been trading like that to gain like profit. Like this card here, I sniped him for $1 and I sold him for $10. So I've made about $9.50 on this card. Now I done this because then I used my profit that I've made to then reinvest in players that I actually want for my club myself, so I can go and buy my players. But I currently put in, like I said, $10, and I now have $46 from trading, solely trading, without any rewards. So there is an element if you can make money from flipping cars and trading. There is a way of making money from that. But I personally just enjoy the game as a game to play in general. I'm going to obviously I've got this team which I bought like this and just gone with it. But I am personally, before the season starts on the 23rd of this month, I am going to buy a new license for the Spark Club here, and I'm going to get a Spark like lowest division Spark team, and I'm going to do a challenge, like a little YouTube series of in this club. I'm going to have rules. Like I'm going to start with like $5, and obviously I'll keep track of it on spreadsheets and show on my episodes and at the spreadsheets, because obviously as one person, it's all one account. So as one person, you can own more than one club. So you can have multiple clubs on account. So obviously I'll keep track of it. But I use $5 to start with. I buy the club. I use $5, and if I want to buy I can loan players in, and I'm going to make like an age limit of like 24 and below is the age I can go. 24 and younger. And then if I want to buy a player for myself, actually that I own, the only way I can do that is by buying players under $5 or with $5, buying players, sniping them off the new listed market, and then selling them for profit. And I can only use profit that I have made to buy players for my club. So I can't go and put $10 in and buy a player for this club. I have to trade basically to glory. I'm going to try and do a trade to glory account where I can only use my $5, buy like a dollar player. If I buy a dollar player like I did, and then sell him for 10, I can then go and buy a $9 card for my club with pure profit. And I'm going to try and see how well I can get this new club, progressing. But if, like I say, if you're into like Football Manager, or you like So Rare, if you've heard of that, or any sort of football, FIFA, Ultimate Team, sort of Football Manager-esque games, this game is right up your alley, and you will really, really enjoy, obviously, playing MFL. Hopefully, when I do this series, you guys will like the series. It'll be fun. I will show my results, and obviously do a video pretty much every day showing my results from the games. But like yesterday, I won 5-1. You get like a top-down Football Manager type view of the game, like this. This is how the game plays. So this will move around, and it will show you. I'll speed it up a bit. So this is how the game. You get commentary at the bottom here, at the bottom, but it shows you like highlights where balls go up and down. You get shots that are missed, shots that it's quite entertaining to sit and watch. Like who's scoring, you get energy on your players, bookings, bans. You can't make any substitutions or any tactical changes or anything like that during the game. You can only watch the game. So if I get a centre back sent off here, I can't sub on, take off a striker and put on a centre back, or take off midfielder and put on a centre back, or move a midfielder to a centre back. You can't do that. So tactics in this game is huge. So you have to preset your tactics before the game kicks off, and then basically go with it. Like today's game, obviously I've got, I'm currently, today I'm playing second in the table. So I can go back and look at his previous tactics and find out what he used in other games, what he's likely to set up, and try and counteract that. Or I can just go with the tactics that I'm currently running and just hope that I can get a result. Once they hit 92% or below on energy, they start getting a slight decrease in performance. And then when they go, obviously, the less energy they have, the worse they perform. So rotation is quite important in the game. As you can see, you get players like this bloke that can play multiple positions. Like he plays left mid, right mid, and left wing. But you'll find in the other positions he's not as strong. So what you can do is you can go to the MFL Assistant homepage. You can click on Player Info like that. So it comes up this page here, and then you can put this code here. Again, I'll link this in the description. You put this here, and you copy it into here, and it will show you the card, and it will say like he can play left mid as a 66, left wing as a 66, but if you play him at his other position, which is right midfield or left wing back, they lose points. So he'll play as a 65 as a right mid. And it says that he can play left wing back, but as a left wing back, he loses 10 points. So he plays as a 56 at left wing back. So you can play him in other positions, but you might find other players where, like, you'll get a CDM, like a centre mid and CDM card, but because he's got high stats in one, like physical, you might find as a CM, which his card says CM, it might be a 50, But then as a CDM, he might be like a 53, 54. So you can really get an opportunity to get some decent cards doing it that way. But obviously, I can only say like how I find this game so addictive and so entertaining. To the point I'm buying a second club to try and do a YouTube series on what I can manage with just buying the club and going from there. I mean, obviously, I've got players that I've personally bought, um, to obviously trade with or flip the cards for profit. I still currently own players, so I'm up $30 or whatever it is I'm up at the minute. But I still own these players. These players are currently mine. They're not in my club, but these are mine. Like $6, $8, $4. They're all like $4 and $5, $3. I own these. They're my players, but they're currently playing at other clubs. So like this one here, I get 1% of whatever this person earns. So if you look at the club, I don't know where he is. I have no idea, but he's currently sitting in eighth in Ice League. So eighth in Ice League. If he finishes there, I get one. It's only 1%. But I get 1% of 2,400 M points, which isn't loads, but it's something for loaning out because I own the player. Um, Unless I sell him, of course. But these players are ones that I own. So next season, I'll either, if I haven't sold these, because they're all paid for already with profit that I've made, I'll either sign some of these better ones to my Spark team, to my current team, or I'll loan them all out. Just like a low percent, loan them all out and get some percentage back for them, and just play these players like an agent type. But obviously, my Sparks club that I'm gonna buy, I can only, like I say, I can only use players that have been bought with pure profit. I can't use money that's in my account already. It has to be, if I want to go and get a player for my Sparks team, I'm going to have to buy a player for a couple of dollars, flip him for $4 or $5, buy another one for a dollar, sell him for $3, buy another $2 card, sell him for $4. You build up enough profit to then, if I want a card and he's like $8, I've got to go and trade to make $8 to then be able to buy that card. Which obviously I'll give you each day that I make a video to do the game that I've played, my matches I've played. I will obviously show what trading I've done throughout the day, who I bought, who I've sold, how much profit I've made, calculate it on a spreadsheet, work it all out, and then show you who I'm buying for my club. And see, let's just see, guys, what I can actually achieve with basically a standard license with $5. Um, but yeah, if anyone is interested and this looks like something you are interested in, or you've seen this before and you're thinking about joining and you want to join, I will put my referral link in the description below. If you join using my referral link, we both get. What do I find it? Yeah, I'll put this in the description. When you join and you buy your club from them, we both get a common player for each friend. So once you spent $25 on packs, which your starter pack's $80, so that covers it anyway. If not, you can just be, if you're choosing to be an agent, you can buy a couple of starter packs which give you, they're in the store. So if you've got to spend $25, you could go to the store, you could buy 3 of these for $30, and then you can get 6 players and then loan them 6 players out, or sell them 6 players. If you get a 17-year-old or a 16-year-old, like, they're worth a lot of money, because on the market the 16-year-olds are worth like proper good money. Like at the minute, the cheapest 16-year-old is $20. It's the cheapest 16-year-old, because you can put them in the development center, even though you're not playing them because you don't have a club. You can put them in the development center, and they will gradually get better over time. And then obviously, as they get better, they're worth more money. So you can use, so you can sign up and you can get 3 of these to get, and then you'll get the 6 players plus a free one for being my referral. Or you can just go all out and buy a club and yeah, go for the victories, go for the league promotions and stuff. I got shown by my cousin, showing me this game. He's currently doing really well. My network. He's currently sitting. I think he has 2 teams. He's got Interclacton, who are currently sitting top. of his division, so he's doing really well. He's on like a massive win streak in the league. And then he's also got like another second club that he's bought, which it was just someone to put all his players and just yeah. So he's got two clubs. As you can see, I can't show you because I haven't got it, but he actually has two clubs. So he has two clubs, players that he's bought, players he's loans, etc., etc. And yeah, you can have multiple clubs. So if you decide to join, use the referral link. We both get an extra player for doing that. I'll also link the MF assistant because obviously you get the player pricing over here that shows you the overall what the average player is if you want to try and trade and flip players and make some money for your club. It also shows like player stats, so you can put in the player to find out. Not that one. Player info. Put in player card ID, which was the number underneath the card. If you remember, I'll show you underneath a card. So new listed underneath the card. Or when you click profile, I click the actual card. This number here, the hashtag number. You can right click, put that in there. Go to your player ID, put it in, and it will show you the information about the card, where you can play best, where else you can play, etc., etc. And it says like this estimated value. Yeah, I'll link this in the description. That shows you stuff you need to know. And yeah, hopefully, guys, we'll progress this season. Try and get promoted. I'm not. I think I will get promoted this season because I took this club over as it is, and it's a struggle at the minute. But yeah, the Sparks one, the Spark license I buy, I'll do a video as I buy the license. You can see how it looks when you buy a license and what it looks like, what you get when you open a new club, how you set it all up, etc., etc. This is just like an introductory video to myself, Wolfie, showing you guys about the game. If it's something you're interested in, go on the site, have a look round, read more into the facts page because there is like a help section that shows you, not a help section. There is a section here somewhere. You go through this. There is like a facts page that you can look at that shows you what the game's about. They're like frequently asked questions about the referral friend. There's facts pages that show you what the game's about, how the game works. There's a Discord you can join as well, a Twitter you can join. Latest articles show all the latest things in that. And just look around the site and see what you think, and if it is something you're interested in, then yeah. And if you guys do decide to join using my referral or whatever, I will add you as a manager I follow to see how you're progressing. So if there's any nice players, if I've got some players that I can to loan you, I'm happy to loan players to people for free, no revenue, providing you play them enough games so they get the XP as well. Try and help you guys out as well. But yeah, if you can like the video, subscribe to my channel for future videos and content, and hopefully we can get the Spark series up and running in the next day or so. With my club, what it is we get, and start doing a bit of trade and see if we can sign some players ready for the new season. But yeah, take care, guys. Hopefully, like I say, I shall see you on the field, I suppose. If there's anything you want me to cover, like you're not sure about, or anything you want to know, just ask questions in the comment section below. Ask any question. I'll read them and do my best to answer any questions, any advice you need, or any help you need. And yeah, so let's get this journey underway and see how we go on. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care, guys.